To the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive the King. Hey, Junior Adventurers, welcome back. It's me again, Navigator Nate, here to guide you through your church adventures. As you could probably tell from the song I was listening to when you joined me, this week of Advent is joy. Joy is a wonderful gift, don't you think, Cammie? She agrees. Of course, hope, a light in a dark place, and peace, offering that light to others who need it, are great gifts too. But joy, well, if you have joy in your life and in your heart, then you have more than happiness. You may have noticed, in fact, that in our Advent wreath of candles, one of which we light each week to represent the theme of that week, along with the prior weeks, 3 of the candles are purple and 1 is pink. The 3 purple candles represent the weeks of hope, peace, and love. But the pink candle is for this week, joy. That's because this time of year, as you know, the days are shorter. There are less hours of sun and more hours of darkness. But the joy candle represents how we feel specifically about Jesus coming to earth to save us. That very wonderful level of happiness that doesn't fade away, like how being happy about a new toy might after a little while. In fact, this candle is called the shepherd candle, and it stands for the shepherds who were first told of Jesus' birth, and who were filled with this unending joy at the news and went to witness the miracle of his birth. When we think about Jesus, there is no darkness because Jesus is the light. So this candle is a lighter color to represent that. And the final candle, the one in the middle, the white one, that's the Christ candle. It's the brightest and the lightest in color, and you can probably guess why that is too. It represents Jesus himself. Since Jesus is the light, as I just mentioned, this candle is pure white to represent him directly. The Bible tells us a lot about joy. It teaches us that joy doesn't come from earthly possessions, not from our family, our friends, money, toys, or video games, not from jobs when we grow up or houses. None of these things brings us true joy. Only Jesus can bring true joy into our hearts, like the news of his birth did to the shepherds, angels, wise men, Mary and Joseph, and all who heard of his birth on that Christmas night long ago. The amazing thing is, with Jesus in our hearts, no one can ever take this pure joy away from us. We always have him. We always have his light within us. Pretty cool stuff, right? Can you believe that we get all these wonderful gifts every year in the weeks leading up to Christmas? Hope, peace, and joy? And that we not only get them now, but we have them all the time? Come back next week, adventurers, and we will talk about the final week of Advent, week 4, and I bet you know which week that is. Love. See you next week, adventurers.